hard and fast, okay? And so if you really want to create wealth, even with no capital already, you're in the right place. I'm an absolute gun at this. I love this. And it all comes down to the mindset. So we're going to start unlocking it over the next hour. And then after that, for those that are serious about this, we're going to take it to the next level. Okay? So let us begin. First off, just have a quick read. All the usual stuff. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do know how to create wealth. And if you're ready to learn, then strap yourself in. Okay, I am going to swear. It's just part of me. Please don't get offended. I'm going to share my stories in order to help you get more from this presentation. It is not about me inflating my ego, couldn't care less. It is about you and your future when it comes to money. And I'm going to use an inappropriate amount of memes, especially at the end. So just get ready for that. All right. So is it okay if I show you how to become wealthy with little to no capital? Is that all right? Cool. This is not for people that want a get-rich-quick scheme. It doesn't exist. We need to be in for the long haul, okay? It is also not for pirates or friends of pirates. And you know what? This guy with the red bandana, he's not just a pirate, but he's a liar. He is wearing an eye patch, but you can clearly see that his eyes work fine. So if you're a liar or a pirate, this is not for you. This is for people that truly want to make their money work for them. It's it's quite cliche. It's no secret that if we work for our money, we'll work until we die. We need to make our money work for us. So if you want to learn how to do that, you're in the right place. And this is for people that are willing to make some changes, okay? There's a quote there from Tony Robbins. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. It is time to make some changes. If you've got someone around you, I want you to turn to them and say, I'm willing to make a change. And it is time to make a change, because it is, and it starts right now. So at the very end, I'm going to show you a simple way to turn $1,000 into almost $9,000 within 12 months. Now, this might be the face you're pulling right now, and I can't actually see you, but I'm going to guess some of you are like, sure it is, John. Sure it is. So a little bit about me. This is me and my family. All right, I want you to drop in the comment section who you think the boss is. Who do you think is in charge of the family unit? Who do you think it is? Let's see some of those comments come through. Oh, I think everybody knows the personality of a sausage dog, right? So he's not just the boss of the family. He's the boss of my whole neighborhood. If someone walks by the house, he's like a security guard. He is out there telling them what's up. But anyway, this is my beautiful family. They are super cute, well-behaved dogs. And I'm a high-performance mindset coach. I've worked with Olympic athletes. This is Katrina Gore. I'm currently working with her. The Special Forces, obviously not going to name names, but that's a client of mine, and professional sports teams. Now, I won New Zealand Bodybuilding Nationals in 2010. When I was into bodybuilding, before I started really putting my attention into the wealth game, I got myself a Guinness World Record in 2017, so a few years ago. And you know what? Then I really focused on the wealth game, and I put that energy and effort into the wealth game, and I created some wealth, which has allowed me to travel. I love traveling. I love exploring. I love meeting new people. And now I love helping other people do the same. So I travel around. when we're not all locked in our homes on home detention. I travel around and I teach people the mindset secrets and what they need to know specifically to overcome in order to move forward out of their current financial position to the next level. So I've traveled around New Zealand, Australia, and now that everything's online, I'm sure a lot of people here from South Africa and Europe, potentially even the US. So we're going global now, and it's really freaking exciting. Just a couple of quick testimonials here. This is Kirsty. I've completed the High Performance Wealth and Mindset Intensive with John. It's been amazing. I've learned so much, not just the technical money stuff, but without even noticing, he got me to delve deep and really look at some of my own beliefs and attitudes around money. I feel totally energized, inspired, and empowered. Thanks, John. Heather, who is currently coaching with me, she also did my 5-day intensive. After participating in John's 5-day intensive, there is no way that I cannot make changes and move forward. I have gained both understanding and also practical tools to enable change. And I know that you guys watching and girls are going to be excited to learn some tools. So she said also had mindset challenges, which have led to overcoming blocks. John's integrity and his own life example are inspiring, and the supportive environment he created is a safe place where you can learn and grow. So I want to ask you a question. Again, I want you to drop it in the chat box. Roughly how long do you think it took you to learn how to walk from the day you first attempted it until the day you nailed it? How long do you think that time frame was? Drop it in the chat box. Let's have a look. So as you drop those comments in there, some people say a couple of months. As you drop those comments in there, I also want you to think about how many times did you fail during that time frame? How many times did you fail? But guess what? You had a parent or a guardian. You had someone there. You had someone there to keep you going. Even when you fell down, maybe you cried. Maybe you got frustrated. I don't know. But there was someone there to help you back onto your feet and encourage you to walk again and to teach you and guide you. And you see, this is why it's important, because at no stage did that person ever say, not going to be a walker, this one. This one is going to crawl forever. At no stage were you a crawler. You were destined to be a walker. And you had someone there, no matter how many times you failed, to make you a walker. And so what I see myself as that parent, that person that is there to help you become a financial walker. Most people are financial crawlers because at some stage in their life, they've failed and it's hurt and they haven't got back up and they haven't had someone that knows what they're doing help them get back up. In fact, who here, just drop in the comments, who here has fallen when it comes to creating wealth? Who here has fallen even a little bit, tried to make money, lost even a little bit, and they know how painful it is? And it's been a horrible lesson to learn, and we've lost out, and it doesn't feel good. Who here has experienced that before? All right, well, that's why I'm here now in your life. That is why I'm here, to turn you into that crawler that has had some setbacks into a walker, and then for the committed ones, into a runner. So you're tuned in with the right person to help you become a runner, if that's what you want, if you truly want to create wealth. And so if you truly want to create wealth, I've got a question for you. What would you do with a spare 100,000? What would you do? And there's one rule. You are not allowed to give it away. It is for you to spend it on you. Too many people give their fucking money away, but they don't put themselves first. And so what would you spend it on? I'm curious. Drop it in the chat box. Someone said I would invest in myself. That's a pretty good place to spend your money. Investing in self. What else? What else we got? Invest it. Try and be specific if you can. Cool. Invest in trading, invest in acquiring skills. I love that. It is so important to keep upskilling. What else have we got here? Play Santa to poor people. No, I said you're not allowed to do that. And you know what? That's a beautiful gesture. I love contributing to others. but playing Santa for poor people will keep you poor. Unless you've got double, triple, quadruple, 10x, unless you're a millionaire and you try and play Santa, that unfortunately is actually going to hold you back. And so I want you to start looking after yourself. Grow a business. Here we go. Buy an investment property. Travel. Beautiful team. That's what I want to see. And so you might be in a position now where you have no money, and $100,000 to you might be a dream. Well, it's my goal to turn you into a machine that looks at $100,000 as if it's not much, as if you could create that quite easily. Would you like that? Is that something you would want, to look at $100,000 like it's not much? And then you can give it to charity, sure. So that's my goal. Doesn't matter where you are now. That is the mindset that me and you, are going to create. So what I want you to do is I want you right now to take a picture of this with your phone. Take a picture of the screen, however you do it. Get your phone out, press the button, take the picture. And what I want you to do is post it on your social media story and tag me. And what I'm going to do, for one lucky person in this whole webinar, we've got about 1,500 people here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to share it. And the person that I share, I'm going to give you a free wealth hypnosis recording. Okay, a free wealth hypnosis recording. So if you want me to send that to you personally, take a picture of this, put it on your Facebook or Instagram story. Put it on the story so I can share it. Tag me in it so I can share it. And I'm going to type my social media handle now in the chat box. Okay, here it is here. Bam, it's there. John Templeton Official. Tag me. I want to give away that to someone, the wealth hypnosis audio recording. So if you didn't know, I'm a master hypnotherapist. I'm certified as a hypnotherapist, created this amazing recording, and whoever takes a picture of that and shares it and tags me, one lucky winner. So look, I was expelled at 16. It was pretty tough at the start. I'm not going to lie. I come from a very middle, lower class family. My parents were divorced when I was young. I got involved with drugs and alcohol at a pretty young age. And at the age of 16, a couple of my friends, one friend committed suicide at 16 and one at 17. And I was not in a great place, and I got expelled from school. Now, fast forward a few years from that, and I joined the military. And the military is actually what helped me change my life. Go from really relatively broken to starting to move towards living a really good life. And what happened at the age of 30 is that I was able to pay my mortgage off. And this was the last payment. Okay, this was the last payment, 30 years old. And it says your extra loan payment of $85,000 has been processed and your loan has been closed. Now, look, when I was 16, when I got expelled from school, a lot of money to me was $20. To be able to smoke drugs, it costed $20. And for me to get that $20 was so hard. And I looked at it like it was everything. And then within the space of 14 years to look at, $85,000, $100,000 like it really wasn't much, was the shift in that mindset is what's changed and transformed my whole life. And, if you're open to it, that's what I would love to share with you, is how we do that. And it says there, like, people don't see the sacrifice that goes on behind the scenes, the countless books read about property and investing, not playing computer games or going out partying. The fact I'm literally the most unfashionable man on the planet, wearing ripped undies. Yeah, it's true. And driving shitbox cars. Okay, I'm a boring old man. And that is, that's what it takes sometimes to create the life you want. But I want to tell you, it is worth every fucking part of it. If you want to have that $100,000 to spend on whatever you want, it is worth every part of it. And here's the cool thing. Once you learn the formula, you've got it for the rest of your life. If you just spend like 5 days with a mentor, you get that knowledge now and it is with you for the rest of your life. So it's not just a one-off. I now have the knowledge. I can create that wealth. And I would love to share that with you if you're open to it. So what we're going to do, we're going to dive into 3 secrets. The first one is this: the currency of wealth is time. The second one is how to build wealth is not taught in the mainstream. And the third one, artificial intelligence can make money for you while you sleep. I know that might sound crazy, but it's true. So let's dive into secret number 1. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. So this is the younger one is his name is Jeff. He's actually speaking at this summit as well. So Jeff was the man that showed me the logical levels of earning, and that's his dad there on a private plane. And so I'm going to teach you now the logical levels of earning. So each logical level, there are 6. Each logical level has 3 parts. The first part is how much time and how much effort are you putting into work. The second part is how much money are you earning. And the third part is how much do you love your life. Okay, so let's look at logical level number 1. You work hard, you earn a little, and you do something you don't love. So you're working hard, you're earning a little, and you don't really love it. Look, my first job, I had to dress up in a chipmunk outfit. I remember working hard. I was on minimum wage. It was like $6 or something in New Zealand money. So I didn't get paid much. And honestly, it wasn't what I was passionate about, but I did it. After that, I moved on to McDonald's and obviously forward from there. Logical level number 2. Hey, and what I want you to do, is look at these logical levels and see where you are, because this is a pathway for you to find true wealth. So have a look, see which one you are. Even when you spot it, actually drop it in the comments. I would love to see where you perceive yourself to be. And there's no better or worse. It's just a different part of the journey. So number 2, you work hard. Boom, you're working hard. You're earning a lot, but you're doing something you don't love. And unfortunately, there are too many people that do this. They don't love their job, but they work hard and they get paid okay. Level 3, you work hard. You earn a little, but you're doing something you love. Now, this is most entrepreneurs. Most people that go self-employed, they do it because they're passionate about it. So they love what they do. But in the early days, they don't earn much. And, oh my Lord, you have to work so hard. And the other person that might do this is someone starting a new career, a career that they love, but they're starting at the bottom of the ladder, so not getting paid that much. Now, number 4, you work hard. You earn a lot. And you love it. Now, people think that this is freedom. People think that this is wealth because they're earning a lot and they're loving it. And I'm here to tell you that if you believe that's freedom, then you're actually trapped until you discover the next logical levels and start to operate from level 5 and level 6. Remember to drop in the comments what logical level you think you are. Level 5, you don't work. I know, how good does this sound? You earn a little and you have time to do what you want. So you're loving your life, okay? You can see the power of this. If you're not working and money is coming in, so you got all the time in the world, that is where wealth starts. Remember we said that wealth is actually time and not money? Well, this is where wealth starts. Logical level 6, you don't work, you earn a lot, and you have time to do what you want. This, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, is true wealth, okay? And so if you want to operate from level 6, if you want to earn money without having to work, and you have time to do what you love, then you're in the right place, because that is what I do, my friends. I teach people how to walk their way to the 6th level of earning. So it's good to see where everyone is. It's good. And I like the honesty. I like people coming up and being nice and honest. It's good to know where we are. We must know where we are so we know how to get to where we want to go, which is level 6. So look, in 2010, Laszlo, not going to pronounce his last name, bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. Okay, 10,000 Bitcoins. How much do you think that's worth now? 2020, 10 years later, how much do you think that's worth? Drop it in the chat box. How much you think it's worth in US dollars today? And I use US dollars just because it's easy. Who's going to be the first to post? Come on, be brave. Be brave. 10 million, 50,000, 70,000. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, this might scare you a little bit. Today, that would be worth over 92 million US dollars. How much work is done in that time? Nothing. All Laszlo had to do, all he had to do was not eat 2 pizzas. That's it. That's it. And he would have 92 million US dollars. And so this is what operating from logical level 6 looks like. You do no work, you make a bucket load of money, and you have all the time in the world. So I want to go over a little case study. This is Justin. He's one of my clients. John has quite simply turned my life around. I've built an extremely successful and systemized property collection that is now serving us passively. If you want to change your life, then John Templeton is the man to help you do this. His passion and commitment to your success are unwavering. So I met Justin April 2018 and I ran a free event. It was just like this online event you're at now. Okay. He signed up for a 3-day event that took place in June. So a couple of months later, and that was $1,500. On completion of the 3-day event, Justin signed up for my 12-month mentorship program. Now, just to give it some perspective, that costs 30,000 Australian dollars, okay, to do the 12-month mentorship program. It's a pretty big deal. Justin sold his car to invest in growing his portfolio. As of May 15th, 2020, that portfolio is returning roughly $70,000 per annum passively. Now, is that worth it? Is the investment worth it? For the rest of his life, $70,000 per annum passively, plus that is only going to go up and up and up by leveraging what is there to create more. So look, if Justin can do it within 12 months, so can you. And you might be thinking, well, I don't have that much money to spend. That's fine. At the end of today, I'm going to teach you my capital growth strategy. And so you can actually get started with very, very little, which is exciting. Okay, let's dive into secret number 2. How to build wealth is not taught in the mainstream. So I'm going to actually get you to do a bit of typing in a moment. Not yet. Not yet. Don't type yet, okay? What did traditional education teach you? But here's the rest of the question. What did traditional education teach you that is stopping you from creating wealth? What did you learn through your traditional education that is stopping you creating wealth? Drop it in the chat box. I'm going to go in and check out some of your answers. Let's have a look. So here they come. So really, the traditional education teaches us to be like everyone else. There's no space for creativity. Someone said money is not spiritual. How to be an employee. That's a great one. Learning that failure is bad. Study to get a better job. Being rich is bad. You must work very hard. They're all coming through. And you know what, everyone, it's so accurate. Every event I run, it's the same stuff. So don't you think there's something wrong with our education? And so that's why we have to do something about it. So this is my question for you. Did traditional education teach you risk management? Oh, by the way, this is where I use all the memes. Just get ready for it. Okay, so not many people understand risk management. In fact, if you've lost a substantial amount of money, then you probably didn't have good risk management in place, So risk management is ultimately our ability to catch a falling knife. So you can imagine a knife dropping. There is a special way to catch it. You get it wrong, it's going to be a bloody mess. Same when it comes to money. Markets go up and down all the time. And if you do not know how to protect yourself from it going down or catching you out, it's going to be a bloody mess. It's going to be a financial bloody mess. Did traditional education teach you tax structure? Now, this meme is pretty rough. It really is. And then I said, pay taxes. What am I poor? The truth is, though, that if you do not have a proper tax structure, the odds are you're paying a lot more tax than someone that knows how to set up a tax structure. And we're not taught. We're not taught until we learn from someone like myself that can teach you. Did traditional education teach you compound interest? Now, some of you are going to say, yes, it did. And that's totally fine. My next question is, are you actively using it? Einstein really said it's the eighth wonder of the world. It really is one of the keys to creating prosperity, abundance, wealth. But people know about it. They don't actively use it. I'm going to show you an example later of how powerful it is. Did traditional education teach you emotional control? You know what? Even today, you're going to have an opportunity to invest, to go forward, to learn more, to educate yourself, to grow. And what is going to happen is this. Some people are going to have uncertainty. It is the number one thing that stops people moving forward. Uncertainty brings fear and doubt. And I know we've all experienced it, myself included. And when there's fear and doubt, most people do not move forward. They stay safe, they stay stuck. So without emotional control, we feel the uncertainty or the doubt and we don't do it. Really successful people, wealthy people, they feel the fear, they feel the doubt, they feel the uncertainty, but they know that if they go forward, they're going to learn great things and they're going to grow and evolve and become wealthy. So remember, when you get the opportunity, take the leap of faith. Do not be governed by fear and doubt and uncertainty. Stock market. Again, at school, we might have learned a little bit about it, but did we really learn? Did we really learn about the stock market? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to say definitely not. Otherwise, you'd be using it to your advantage right now and you'd be creating wealth. The foreign exchange market, the largest financial market in the whole world. It's right there. It's available. But we're not taught it. And so with this lack of knowledge, it's easy just to stay safe, to not move forward. And so this is what traditional education didn't teach us, that we need to know if we want to become wealthy. So if conventional education didn't teach you how to build wealth, what do you need to do? Seriously, what do you think? What do you think it is? You need to get an unconventional financial education from someone that has done it before. My next question is, what are some ways to attain unconventional education? So I want you to drop these in the chat box. My computer was playing up a little bit. It's working again now. What are some ways to attain unconventional education, do you think? And you might, like right now, you're kind of doing it right now. What other ways are there? What other ways are there? Someone wrote, pursue self-education, explore new ventures, using the internet, webinars. These are all really fantastic, powerful things. Cool. Remember, that was the best one. Mentors. Mentors are the best. And I'm going to explain a little bit about why mentors are the best soon. Someone wrote it there, through someone who has cracked it. There you go. Cool. Yep. Learn from coaches, someone wrote. That is the best way. There's no doubt about it. Learn from someone that knows what they're doing. And so I want to talk about that now. So this is Jeff, and Jeff is one of my mentors. And before I got a mentor, I was doing okay, but I needed to go to the next level. And when I say I was doing okay, I was actually struggling in my business. Mentally, I was doing okay, but in my business, I was struggling. And so what I'm going to show you is a screenshot, okay? I'm going to show you a screenshot. And for some of you, it might be like, wow. And I hope it is. I hope you are wowed by it. If you're not, I'll be heartbroken. I'll be disappointed. So how would you like to wake up to this on your phone from passive income and doing what you love? Now you can see the amounts there. You can see the days there. And those numbers kept on going down. Okay, they kept on going down. But a little story about this. I was in an Uber. So I was getting a ride. I was actually going to an event to learn more myself. And the Uber driver we were talking all the general stuff. You know, what do you ask an Uber driver? You normally just say, hey, how's your day? And then you say, you know, how long have you been doing Uber for? And he just said it was part-time because he had a cabinetry kitchen fitting business. And I said, how's that all going? And he said, not very good. He said, other people have come into the area. They're taking all the work. And then he said that they're doing it cheaper. They're doing cheap jobs and he's losing out on all the work. And then he started complaining. And he started saying, oh, you know, I don't have the money to compete. You know, and he just gave me all these excuses. And honestly, I started to get a bit disgusted by it. His whole attitude and mindset towards it was very, very negative. And so as you can imagine, I didn't want to hear it because I don't allow that negativity in my life. And I don't allow anybody I work with to have that either. There is no way to create wealth from a negative place. So I pulled out my phone and that is what I showed him. It was right on the front. And I said, hey, look. And his jaw dropped. And I said, dude, your complaining is not going to, you know, create money. And I knew he had children. And I said to him, I was like, is this the life you want for your kids? Are you just going to moan about life and blame other people for your lack? I said, dude, you got to take control. You got to take responsibility. And as you sit in front of me right now, I want to ask you the same question. Are you ready to take control? Are you ready to take responsibility? Because on the other side of that is a screenshot like this. It is abundance. And so if you are ready for that, the way to do it is to get a mentor, get someone that knows so that you can plug in. And here's what happens. Having a mentor collapses time. You can learn lifetimes in days. Let me explain. If you read a book, it might take you, let's say, a month. In your lifetime, you're going to read a few books. Now, if you get really good at something and you've read a lot of books, and then you teach someone else, you're literally teaching them a lifetime of books in the space of, I don't know, a weekend event maybe. Now, if you go to weekend events, lots of weekend events, you're learning from every person. On this webinar, you're learning from me. I've gone to so many weekend events. I've had so many mentors. I've read so many books. It's collapsed. And so what would normally take you a lifetime to learn by yourself is literally being collapsed into days. And so by getting a mentor, we're actually collapsing time. And remember, time is more important than money. So spend your money to collapse time. Then you've got the information for the rest of your life to create the wealth, to create everything. So remember, the real key is to spend your money to collapse time. Spend your money on a mentor, absorb, and then you've got your whole life ahead of you to implement. If you try and figure it out yourself, if you stay stuck in fear, I'm sorry, but it's going to go on forever. And that, I don't believe that's a way to live life. Do you? I don't think it is. Fiona Robinson. I came into the training knowing very little about money other than how to spend it. That has changed very quickly with John's clear, logical, and animated teaching. This is a man teaching from his heart. A huge bonus is that he looks at the whole you and has given me the shove and courage I need to move forward. A million thanks, John. It's my pleasure, Fiona. David Cox. I've now completed 2 of John's weekly courses. Both dealt with mindset, one on the power of you, and the other was his wealth mindset course. He is incredibly knowledgeable in all areas of life. The impact of his courses have been life-changing for me. I'm stoked to move ahead in life. He is up to date with his teachings and coaching. I'll be looking to him for advice and coaching in the future, and I recommend that you do the same. So let's dive into secret number 3 now. AI can make money for you while you sleep. How many people actually create true wealth? Which means they don't have to trade time for money. How many people do you think? How many people do you think? As a percentage, give me how many as a percentage. Drop it in the chat. How many percent of people actually create wealth? What do we got? What do we got? We got 1%, 3%, 2%. Ooh. 1%. I reckon about 1% is right. I reckon about 1% is right. Hey, can you just confirm, can you see the presentation or can you only see me? Can you see the presentation or can you only see me?
We can see your presentation,
cool.
John.
Perfect. So my question for you is this. That 1% of people, how do they do it? How do they do it? Because they're not special. They're not special. You are them. You are a human being. You've got the biology required. How do they do it? How do they do it? Sure, some people are lucky, but there are definitely people that are at rock bottom in most areas of life, and they do it. How do they do it? There are 4 key ways. There are 4 key ways that I want to talk about. Here's the first key way. Actually, here's all 4 key ways. You can do it by trading foreign exchange. You can do it by trading in the stock market. You can do it through real estate. That's probably the most common one that people talk about. Or you can do it through business. They're really the 4 places that the vehicles, the avenues, the pathways we can take to create more money. Okay? They're really it. So my question for you is this. Why are you not doing it? Why are you not doing it? What is it that is stopping you? And I want you to drop in the chat box again, what is it that is stopping you from doing it? Who's going to be the brave one? Who's going to be brave? Comfort zone. Jermaine, first up. There's a few reasons, and let's see if we get it right. They don't know how to, or you don't know how to. Not taking risks. Not enough motivation. Don't know how. Lack of education. This is really common. Fear. Fear is coming up. That's right. Don't know how. Fear of loss. Don't know how. Myself. Some people lack of money. Don't know where to start. Okay, we're definitely on the same page. So let's have a look. Don't have enough money. That's what some people say. Some people say that they don't have the knowledge, and some people say the fear. But fear and knowledge are the same thing, because really, we talked about it before. If we don't have the knowledge, we're scared. We're scared to move forward. Okay, so I want to change that for you moving forward. Okay, the reason that you're not doing it, we're going to end it tonight. So here it is. This is me when I hear your excuses. Not really, but no more excuses. Let's make a change tonight. If you said that you don't know how, I'm going to teach you how. If you said that you don't have the knowledge, I'm going to show you. If you said that there's fear, uncertainty, or scared, I'm going to help you move through that. So is 10,000 into almost 9,000 in 12 months possible? Is it possible? Look, I'm not going to give you any guarantees. I'm not going to give you any guarantees, but we both know it is. We both know it's possible. So what's a way we can do it? Did you know that there are artificial intelligence robots that work all day and night looking for trading opportunities? It's true. It's true. That's the equivalent of having 5,000 analysts working for you around the clock. Around the clock. Remember, the 4 ways we can really earn money is through real estate, through business, through foreign exchange, or through the stock market. Okay. And robots are great with numbers and great at pattern recognition. So foreign exchange and foreign exchange with pattern recognition and numbers, robots are great. Now I'm going to show you a little video. On average, the robots produce on average between 10 and 20% per month. So let's have a look.
$1,000 in, and the interest rate
so you
is 20%.
Put in 1,000, 20% per month over 12 months,
which is 1 year.
We hit calculate, and you'll see,
and you can see the base
$1,000 in, 12 month, 20% interest, 12-month period.
At the end of the 12th month here, this will be the amount.
Almost $9,000. Okay, so that's the power. This is compounding. We talked about it earlier. This is what compounding does. Over 12 months, 10 to 20% returns compounded per month is a staggering from 1,000 to 9,000. It is impressive. And so this is a screenshot of my personal account using a trading robot, okay? I'm coming at you straight. This is using a trading robot, which means I would put it on, I would go to bed, I would wake up, and these are the results I was seeing. Now, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. But this is really what it was like. And so you can imagine what it was like waking up in the morning. You can see the dates on there as well. It's this year, a couple of months ago. It's a good feeling to know that, you know, your groceries are paid for the week. And really, it's just by trading. Just by trading. Very powerful. Very powerful. So is it okay if I share with you an opportunity to make that happen? Drop it in the chat box if you want to know and you want to see an opportunity that can make that happen. Yep, here they come. All right, I'm gonna share this with you because by taking this opportunity, you can start to create wealth for yourself. You can start to operate from logical level 5 maybe to start with, and then 6. And the goal is 6. You can get an unconventional education from someone who has done it before. And you can start to earn money while you sleep. Okay? Now that sounds so freaking cliched, but I'm serious. Even if you do it through real estate and you buy a property, this is how I got started. I bought a property. I didn't know what I was doing. I sold the property 3 months later, made $30,000. What did I do in that time? Fuck all, nothing, not much, right? So this is the game. This is the mindset we need to create, and it is a mindset. All right, so the High Performance Wealth and Mindset 5-day intensive. It is 5 days with me, okay? 5 days with me. It's from the 3rd to the 7th of August. It's at 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Now, that converts to about 7 a.m. in South Africa. However, we have most people doing it via replay if they're around the world. If they're around the world, a lot of people do it via replay. So we record the training. It's then posted in the group. And I would say about 50% usually do it via replay. And obviously, it's just as powerful, just as profound, doing the homework, going through the workbook. You're going to discover your cash flow and net worth. This is the start point. It's like a budget on steroids to find out exactly where you are and what you're capable of. So it's someone to walk you through that. You're going to execute my investment capital strategy. So even if you don't have much money now, once you go through the investment capital strategy, you're going to have a bucket of money that you can use to invest that you wouldn't have had before. Okay? Pretty powerful. In fact, that's a very powerful part of this program. You're going to gain specific mindset and emotion trading. We do this on day 3. This is on the Wednesday. We're going to do this on the 5th of August. And I say this to you truthfully, that this day will have the biggest change in your whole entire life. Changing your mindset will change every area of your life, okay? So that day is powerful. Goal setting using the passive profit formula, which is my own formula. And we're going to learn to create compounding investments, because that's where it's the 8th wonder of the world. Duh. And the last thing, you're going to have access to future investment opportunities. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? It means that right now you're an outsider. It means right now the investment opportunities that you're likely to find probably aren't the good ones. They're the ones that everybody else has access to. Now, for those that come through the 5 days and beyond, you are going to have access to my network, the inside, which is where you want to be playing the game. Okay. Another couple of testimonials here. I've got a lot of these things. With our last day of the 5-day intensive approaching, I would like to recommend John Templeton. John is a life coach with a focus on financial wealth. I highly recommend John for his expertise, enthusiasm, and no bullshit approach. It's not only his candor, but true interest in people and their drive for success. The course is for all ages and will inspire all areas of your life. So if you're ready for a rocket, then this course is for you. Amanda said, John's high performance, wealth, and mindset intensive workshops are outstanding. I would absolutely recommend them for anyone trying to get a grasp on their finances and build wealth for the future. I found it eye-opening and a transformative experience. I feel excited for my financial future. If you're lucky enough to get a spot, go for it. You won't regret it. So this is for people that are like, when it comes to money, where do I even start? If that's you, and when it comes to money, you're like, where do I even start? This is the course for you. We're going to build your foundations from the ground up. It's also for people that are curious. You might already be investing. You might already understand it, but you are interested in going to the next level. You want to go to the next level in your mind and have your financial, your bank account match it. So if you fit into those categories, then this is for you. So do you want to create wealth, true wealth, so you can earn while you sleep? Do you want to start learning unconventional wealth principles? Do you want access to the people and the technology? If you answered yes to any of those 3 things, then this is for you. So it's the High Performance Wealth Mindset Intensive. There are all the details. I want to ask you, how much, drop it in the chat box. How much do you think it's worth? What do you think it's worth? And I won't be offended. Be honest. Be honest. What do you think it's worth to go through a program where you're working on your mindset, where you're going through an investment capital strategy, where you can have access to future investments, where you get to spend 5 days with me? Wow, that's pretty good. How much do you reckon it's worth? Drop it in the chat box. I'm curious. Curious. And so when we go through these 5 days, like I said, it's not just a rocket ship under your butt, but that wisdom you get forever, for the rest of your life. So you don't just put it into the 5 days. You carry that with you into future investments. Someone wrote $8,000 Aussie, $1,000, 5,000. Okay, so we're all in the ballpark. Okay, we're all in the ballpark. Now, say it was 1,000. I mean, someone wrote 5 and 8,000, but let's go on the lowest one. Someone said 1,000. If all you got was enough unconventional education to 10 times your investment in the program, would it be worth it? You 10x the investment. So from 1,000, it would be 10,000. Would it be worth it? If all you got was the mindset and motivation to build true generational wealth, would it be worth it? Generational. So it lasts beyond you. If all you got was a strategy for starting, gaining, and growing your investment capital, no matter how small it is, would it be worth it? If all you got was an opportunity to invest in AI that is capable of turning 1,000 into almost 9,000, would it be worth it? And if you believe it would be worth it, then I think you're going to be pretty excited when I reveal how much this is as an investment for your future. It is $67 US. I know, it's crazy, and it is crazy. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk a little bit more about what happens. If your investment cash fund hasn't grown by the end of the course, then you have a full refund. Read that again. If your investment cash fund hasn't grown by the end of the course, then you can have a full refund. As long as you do the homework, as long as you can follow instructions, that stands. So if you want to join the wealthy, I want you to click the link that's going to be in the chat. Making money is fun. It should be fun. And so if you want to join a group of people that have a ton of fun, that get educated unconventionally, that learn how to make money while they're asleep, then click the link in the chat and jump in for 5 days. I'm also going to throw in some bonuses for anybody that wants to, anybody that does jump in. I'm going to chuck in the Amplify Your Wealth portal. It's got my financial literacy video vault, specialist investor insider videos, and my master money course, which is currently $2,000. Okay, so you're getting this for free. You're getting this for free, my $2,000 course. I'm also going to throw in the wealth hypnosis audio recording, which is going to deepen your focus on abundance, vibrate at the frequency of wealth, and rewire limiting money thoughts. So here's what you get. You get 5 days with me, live and in person. You can watch the replays if you want. That includes, obviously, my investment capital strategy and everything else that I've talked about. You're also going to get online Amplify Your Wealth portal. Okay, this is an online membership hub which you get access to, and the value is over $2,000. The wealth hypnosis recording, which is over $20, but you cannot put a price on changing your frequency and your mindset. So the total value is, look, I'm just going to call it priceless, but you can see the value in this. And so for $67, that's US dollars. Okay, I'm not sure what it works out to in Rand. It's about 100 Australian, 110 New Zealand, 67 US dollars. We get to go together for a week. So if you are pumped to spend a week with me, learning more, diving deeper in order to create true wealth that is going to last your lifetimes and generations, then this is the link. And it's also, the link is also being put in the chat. You can also go through the chat. It's at the top of the chat. Click register. We get 5 days together, baby. And boys, men and women, we get 5 days together. And the benefits you're going to experience are unlocking your mindset. Oh, you wait till the Wednesday. You're going to unlock your mindset and you're going to feel empowered, energized. Energy